Hey, folks, to-do list of Jesus Christ. Hi, I got me a little poster. I'm Daniel Putnam Green, Free Preacher Daniel, and I've been going through this book, and I just don't understand why nobody in Christianity has got a to-do list of Jesus Christ. It's right there in everybody's Bible. You'd think they'd have it, but I've never seen anybody have it. And that's where you can go on Amazon under my name, Daniel Putnam Green, and buy that bad boy. If it ain't up yet quite, then you just let them know you want it, and they'll get with me and get it up. We're starting today on number 52. We're getting up close to 1/4 of all his commands. That's a lot. 52 is just not even quite a fourth of what he commanded us. The one I'm starting with here is this is the work order right here. Take his yoke upon you. Do you know what a yoke is? That's what you put a two cattle or two oxen or two mules or two horses, but it's always for two. A yoke is always for two. A single harness is for just a single pulling critter, and then a yoke is for two critters or four critters or six critters or eight. It's always in parts of two. When you take his yoke upon you, you're getting into a pulling harness. You're getting into a work harness with Jesus. And he's the head guy. He's the head oxen or the head mule or whatever it is you're pulling on. You got to follow him, and then he's following the boss back there on the wagon, and that's the Father back there. The Father tells Jesus what to do. Jesus told you what to do, and I'm telling you, you ought to pay attention to what the God said. Take his yoke upon you. Come unto the Redeemer, all of you that labor and are heavy laden. Do you notice he didn't call for slackers or shirkers or lazy bums? He said, you that labor and are heavy laden, and he will give you rest. Take his yoke upon you and learn of him, for he is meek and lowly in heart, and you shall find rest unto your soul. He's not giving you rest where you never have to work again, but you shall find rest unto your soul. That's the best kind of rest. When your soul's rested, it's easy to do the work he commanded. He said, for his yoke is easy and his burden is light. It is when you've got him in your heart leading you on. It sure is. Receive the testimony of Jesus Christ. He that comes from above is above all. He that is of the earth is earthly, and speaks of the earth. He that comes from heaven is above all. And what he has seen and heard, that's what he testified. And no man has yet to receive his testimony. He that does receive the testimony of Jesus has set to his seal that God is true. You're locking in with God when you receive his testimony and get to doing what he said. Get to be like that. I'm going to keep that there so you can. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of that new poster there. Be his brother, our sister, our mother. For whosoever shall do the will of God, the same is brother and sister and mother to Jesus. You can't be his father, but you could be his brother. You could be his sister, and he said even mother. I don't know exactly what that means, but it's all based on doing the will of God, which is listed out here in the to-do list. Defraud not. No cheating, folks. Defraud not. Building steeples in his name is fraud because that money should have gone to the homeless. The Lord does not live in temples made with hands, neither is he worshipped with men's hands, as though he needed anything. Do not teach people to break his commandments, or you shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. Do his commandments and teach them, for you shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. That's how he started out his ministry right there, folks. The beginning of the Sermon on the Mount, Matthew 5:19 and Matthew 5:19. Here's the first part of that. Don't teach people to break his commandments. That's stupid. Teaching people to give you the money instead of teaching where it's supposed to be going to. Teaching people to let you lead them in prayer instead of praying in secret like he said. Don't teach people to break his commandments, or even if you get in, you're going to be the least in the kingdom. But do his commandments. Obey the Lord. Obey your master and commander. Do his commandments and teach them Like what I'm doing here, I'm trying to light a fire unto you so you'll get out and do what I'm trying to do. Teach other people his commandments, for you shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven.